Hi, my name is John Cavalier. I own and operate Lyric Hall, which all began in 2005 when I was looking to relocate my antiques and restoration business from State Street. I needed more space, but then this place came on the market, but it held a secret. And I bought it, and the first thing that I did was I hired an historian. And we determined that the place was built in 1913, was designed by noted architect C.J. Bailey, and it was called the West Rock Theater. And originally it sat some 300 people. In those days, Westville was like a little factory town, and all the working men and women and their families came to this place to see vaudeville shows and silent film. Of course, in 1913, they were called Nicolettes, and they only lasted for a few minutes. I always knew that it would be a theater one day, but I didn't think that it would happen so quickly. I think it all started when I received a facade improvement grant from the city of New Haven, and it drew a lot of attention to the building. And then shortly after that, with the help of friends, neighbors, and the New Haven community, I was able to recreate all that was lost. What continues to amaze me about this place is how it inspires the community, and total strangers want to put on plays and cabarets and have recitals and concerts and book signings, weddings, bar mitzvahs, birthdays. And one of the high water marks for Lyric Hall was, aside from the fact that it was my acting debut, was the Broken Umbrella Theater Company put on Vaudevillain, which utilized every corner of the building, and it really came to life. Last March, we had Wallace Roney, jazz musician, protege of Miles Davis, was sold out. More recently, in April, we had the late Celeste Holm, Academy Award winner, celebrated her 95th birthday party, along with her friend Elizabeth Wilson, whose birthday it was also. We have the Lyric Hall Theater Orchestra, who will be in its second season this year. My friend Steve Aceta writes original scores for the likes of Buster Keaton, Lon Chaney, Clara Bow, just to name a few, and it brings these old films to life. The most gratifying thing for me is to help produce shows for up-and-coming local artists who are either undercapitalized or risk-averse. We're able to charge a nominal fee and give them rehearsal space. This was the case with Jareen Freeman, wrote an original play called Incantation, which was very successful. Zelphia Hunter had her one-woman show, Out of Egypt. More recently, the Connecticut Youth Alliance had a documentary film about how the recession affects young people in our community. What I believe that makes Lyric Hall so special is its intimacy and the acoustics, and really what actors tell me. They say, John, this place, I can't explain it, but I feel comfortable here. And I agree with that. I feel comfortable here. It has a wonderful vibe. And it brings out the best in people. It nurtures performers, young and old, of every stripe. and there's so much talent right here in our community.
Lyric Hall is a place where the neighborhood and connected parts of the city get together and do something you can't do anyplace else. It's authentic, it's distinct, it's personal because of John, and so it gives the place character. It takes a place and makes it not just any place, it makes it our place, and we know people there. So you see really cool things, it's neat, John does an extraordinary job, and we're all glad to be here tonight.
Disco ball.
Thank you, Mayor.
I have to say that that all of this is in jeopardy, because I researched the original maps when the place was built is basically on a shoal, which is a spit of sandy land in the middle of the West River. This was. And in 1913, it was lower than everything else, and all the subsequent buildings were built up around it. So basically, it's a bowl effect, and all the water rushes into this spot, into this basement, and is doing significant damage. And over time, I fear that the place will not survive. So on August 15th, we had 3 feet of water in 20 minutes, which is frightening. If the city doesn't maintain the sewer system, because it's just going to happen again. So in the blink of an eye, we had 3 feet of water. Last time we had 4 feet of water. And so it was actually, so I came down and all my tools, all my inventory was just floating. It was kind of eerie, very quiet. And so I had to throw everything out. And then prior to that, last May, we had 4 feet of water. And it shows no signs of abating. So I will need your help in addressing the drainage issues, helping replace the HVAC, putting in an industrial sump pump, doing a land survey, very expensive, excavating, examining the sill, shoring up the sill, putting a retaining wall. So as the steward of Lyric Hall, I urge you to please make a pledge. Look at the slate of premiums that we've put together. And remember that when children, young people come to this place, maybe their children will come to this place. And that will last another 100 years. Next year will mark the 100th birthday party of this building. And I guarantee you we're going to have a wonderful celebration for the entire community. And I would love to put this flood issue behind us once and for all and make the place last. Thank you.